We're delirious.
Always.
Yeah. A little extra so today.
Because it's how hot?
So hot.
So it's like,
so hot.
it's triple digits.
Yeah.
Triple digits, people. So got a fan. So you notice we have like this nice like outdoorsy effect.
Sandra's got the J-Lo hair going for us tonight.
Yeah, well, yeah. Only it's actually fitting because of the movie we did. Kind of makes sense to have this like coastal windswept energy going on. I wish we were there. I wish we were there, and it was cold and it was glorious. What are we talking about? Our vlog that you're going to see tonight. Dead and Buried episode. Hey.
Yay!
Do you guys say dead and buried or dead and buried?
Dead and bird. Bird. Bird.
I say buried, but some people say buried.
Buried. Interesting.
I
say buried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a berry that has in the past. It's been buried.
It's past tense.
It's buried. Yeah.
Past tense.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Producer Scott has this up on the big screen, which I find very distracting. Very distracting.
Hi.
No, yeah, so that's, I know, I'm just trying to not like lose focus and just like stare off into our like,
Yeah.
thank you, Producer Scott. Because then
Bye me.
Bye me. It's for the best.
Hey, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you know that we're not live?
Are we dead and buried?
What?
We're not live tonight.
What the hell?
Where are we?
Oh, we are, I don't know, we're in the ethers of the Potter's Bluff, I guess.
Oh, we did go to Potter's
We
Bluff.
never came back.
I don't remember leaving Potter's Bluff. That's what they say about Potter's Bluff. There's one road in and no road out.
No roads out, that's
Yeah.
right. But actually, some of us are in Sacramento right now at the Sinister Creature Con. So we couldn't do a live episode because we were split. So if
We were
you're
split in twain.
if you're in Sacramento, come by Sinister Creature Con and you will see Caleb and myself for sure on Saturday, Sunday, and producer Scott most likely will be there on Saturday.
I will be working.
And Sandra, unfortunately, is working.
Here in the basement.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Working, meaning getting a break from all three of us.
I hadn't even thought about that. It sounds lovely.
Yes.
It sounds really nice.
Have fun with your day, mother.
Mother.
We're drinking. Let's tell everyone what we're drinking.
I am drinking Waterloo. Summer berry.
Summer berry.
Whoa,
It's delicious.
whoa.
So refreshing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I drink my Waterloo because it's so hot. Hey.
You can't sue us, Abba. It's different words.
Sorry. The ABBA just gets a hold. And
It just takes a hold.
I mean,
It's like the
Abba
Holy
has
Spirit.
has a crazy way of doing
they
that.
do.
Yeah. got-
I am drinking a truly spice, baby. Spiked apple spice. I don't know.
I like that name, Spice,
spice,
baby.
baby.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's a good one.
What are you? What are you?
I
What are
am
you?
also upon the same line of hard seltzers. I am doing the Truly Cran Orange Sparkler.
These cans are so cute. I love the little like fruits, and it looks like a firework or something.
Yeah, the marketing is way better than the drink itself.
If
Sure.
only the insides match the outsides.
Right, because people get all suckered in and they're like, "Oh, this is going to be a rad time," and then they have a bad time.
And then
Yeah.
you open it and they go,
Gonna have a bad time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sucker.
Gonna have a bad
Fish
time.
hook,
And then,
fish
you
hook.
and then your face is just like, Anyway,
Well, that's what we got.
there you go.
Well, wherever you are, cheers.
And happy Friday.
Tasty.
So good.
So
Psych.
good.
Oh.
Should we just get into it?
Well, do we,
Talk about our round table.
well, can we say hi? Yeah. Should we say hi to the people that are probably joining us?
Hi to the people joining us.
Hi pods.
We really appreciate you being here.
Thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in.
We know you can choose any podcast, so
Yeah.
thank you for flying with us.
Flying Basement Airlines
Exactly.
with us.
There's probably podcast people
I
listening?
said the pods.
You did say the pods. That's
pods
The
right.
Tide
The
Pods.
pods from the future.
Oh, the pods.
Like the real future. Like the future.
This is
Not just a few
this is
days away like it
Inception level.
normally is.
Like, will the top keep spinning
Right.
when this is done?
Those Future pods. Only. What's it like?
What's it like?
Do you guys have flying cars yet? What's happening out there?
Oh, do you have like a robot like from the Jetsons, Rosie? I love her. I love Rosie.
Personal jetpacks.
Yeah.
Personal jetpack.
Have you guys? Do you not live over 30? Like, do you have to get rid of that person once they hit 30?
Oh, Logan's Run.
Yeah.
And off they go.
Bye.
Or is it more like
Link to
Robocopy?
Yeah. I was going to say, linked above our Logan's Run episodes. Probably don't link it. It's, it's fine. It's
Well, that's
there.
right. This is a Because We Are Dead episode. We can make all kinds of fun things happen now.
True. We can make Neil do all sorts of things here in,
I know. That's why I felt bad after I said it.
here
I
in
was
hell
like,
with us.
I didn't mean for you
That's
to
okay.
do
We can like make like an upside down version, like in
Stranger Things?
no. Well, what's that called? Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And they
Oh, a
they fold.
multiverse?
Yeah, multiverse.
Yeah,
There you
multiverse.
go.
Yeah, we could do that.
Cool. That'd be fun.
I like
Yeah.
Stranger Things better.
Stranger Things.
Anyway,
Speaking
okay.
of which,
Round table.
I of course have started Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Because and it was a little bit ago, but since recording, I hadn't watched like the first episode or whatever. I don't
Right.
But now we're getting into it, trying to savor it, but it's so hard, and it's kind of like, what's the point? Just enjoy it. So we're somewhere between savoring it and just watching it all at once. What else? I accidentally watched Old.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
Like you
Oh.
slipped, fell down, and landed in old?
I forgot something else. Speaking of Stranger Things, just rewind. How much are we here for the Kate Bush Renaissance? I love her.
Right.
Yeah.
I've always loved her.
It's kind of funny,
Yeah,
actually.
so it's like, it's
They look
so
great,
rad.
though.
Yeah, it's so great. So I accidentally watched Old. So we were recording Spooky Slumber Party, and Kelly and I just wanted something on in the background for a little bit, and because we were done recording, and I was like, oh my god, Old, let's put on Old, and then not that far into it, Kelly goes, and I just didn't stop watching Old. And I was doing other things and stuff, but it kept kind of sucking me back in. And everybody's talked about this goddamn movie, M. Night Shyamalan, who I like a lot of his films. Everybody's just talked about how it's so awful. Oh my God, so awful. Oh, it's worse than me. They just go on and on and on. So then when you watch it, and it's not actually the worst thing you've ever seen, you get kind of is it okay that I'm kind of enjoying Old right now? And I did. I thought it was kind of a weird, frenetic pace, and I really like that. I love the cast. My problem was the ending.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah. I liked the movie a lot, and then the ending,
Twitties! Twitties! Yeah.
5 minutes too long. To me. Or whatever.
It just was. It was messy. The ending was messy.
Okay.
The ending was messy. So if we could just get M. Night on the horn
Yep.
and tell him, let's do that again. Call everybody back, and we'll rewrite the ending of Old.
Okay, I could tell you how I would end it, and you wouldn't even need to reshoot anything.
But this could be spoilers.
Well, I'm not going to say it on here.
You're gonna tell me later.
I'll tell you later, yeah.
Okay.
Because I have not seen Old.
Right.
Well, yeah, and I mean,
I am just old.
and that's fine. And then, spoiler alert, we went as a family and saw Crimes of the Future,
We did.
the new Crony movie.
That's right.
Loved it. I loved it. Had a couple of gripes, but it was more some kind of storytelling things I would have done slightly different. Again, really towards the end. I don't know. Sometimes I feel maybe people just have a hard time putting a stopper on something. But I did love it, and I thought it was great and gross and wonderful. What'd you guys think of it?
Yeah, I think Neil and I are kind of on the same page as far as Crimes of the Future go, where we just kind of thought it was, what the
Well,
fuck?
you liked a lot of it until you didn't.
Or maybe it was just what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was more...
Because there were some really cool things about it. But
Yes. I just didn't... Yeah, overall, it kind of left me empty. Left me empty inside, like my childhood. I didn't...
Right.
It didn't feel like it paid off. I liked it. It was okay. I liked it. the weirdness and the oddness and what they were trying to do, but then at the end, it just kind of like...
You're like, make no bones about it. I liked the man covered in ears.
Yes, I like all the fun stuff that everyone likes Cronenberg for. It's just,
well, no, and I saw someone wrote 2-hour snooze fest, and like, really? Like, you were snoozing for 2 hours? Like,
I feel like that person...
I thought it holds your interest because you're trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
I feel like that person is like, they're doing that thing when people say, I don't like horror movies, and they don't like horror movies because they get scared. So they probably thought it was like gross or disturbing. So they're like, it was boring. And it's like, you wanted to throw up in your mouth. We all know.
Yeah. Or they were very aroused.
The new sex.
Yep.
Because of that.
Yep.
They're not good at the old sex
Not
anymore.
the old sex. They want the new sex.
They probably never were good at the old sex.
It's like the old-time rock and roll song.
That old-time rock and roll, that's right.
What else did you guys watch?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, what I liked about it was just the discussion we have afterwards. Like, I enjoy doing that as a family.
We're very cerebral in this family.
Michael loved it too, I think, right, Michael?
I liked it a lot.
Liked it a lot.
Okay.
Producer Scott?
I feel that it's very rare that I end up being the one defending a film like this. This is one of my top 5 films of, this century so far.
Oh my God,
it's fantastic. Wow. I loved it.
And you are 200 years old, so that is very
Wait.
No,
Can I ask?
That's the last, 22 years.
Scott?
Yes.
Producer Scott, do you hold this film in higher regard than The Greasy Strangler? Watch your answer now.
Certainly.
Oh.
Certainly.
You can't compare the two.
I've been thinking about this film since we watched it.
I've been thinking about Greasy Strangler since we
I
watched it
Greasy
2 years
Strangler all
ago.
the fucking time.
I'm still plotting out the end of Men. I'm still like trying with my tacks and my yarn going through my wall. Like,
and you're like, guys, listen. I know it.
I haven't slept in 10 days.
It's just men. It's raining men.
It's raining.
Hallelujah.
Anyway.
What you over there?
Still watching Obi-Wan.
Of course.
Enjoying it.
Yep.
Macy and I have been watching Stranger Things. We're on a little bit of a hiatus because her mom and I, we do like a 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off sort of thing. So I... not because I want to, do get to savor them and hold on to them and not just binge through. So, and then also we went to Pride.
Oh, we did go to Pride.
To Sonoma County Pride.
We had a
fan.
grand time.
It's hot in here.
I'm a fan.
No, it was awesome. It was such a good time. Had so much fun. Haley the baker was there. It was her very first Pride, and she was so happy. And
it's a lot.
It was awesome
to celebrate. It was a good day.
Yeah.
Oh, Haley also liked Crimes of the Future, but until they didn't.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. I finally saw Lamb. Finally.
With my little baby.
99 cents, baby. Finally got to see it.
What'd you think?
So it was great. It was really good. I was maybe again the very, very end. I was wanting a little more bleakness at the end, or a little more like.
You guys just need to find out how long a movie is, and then 5 minutes before, just walk out.
Yeah, we're like, we will end this on Archer.
Yeah, or if you're at home, just stop. Yeah, but
yeah.
That seems to be your problem with every single movie we brought up tonight.
Oh my God!
But I'm very happy I watched it, and it was
Do you
awesome.
love the Lamb Baby?
The Lamb Baby is,
fucking precious.
Lamb Baby kicks little Baby Yoda in the ass up and down twice on Tuesday, kind of thing.
Damn.
Granted, I've never seen
Baby Yoda.
That show, but
yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, it was.
She does wear a cardigan, and you love cardigans.
Right.
So that's probably why.
That's the only reason.
It's also just like it's awesome. And
it is
weird and it's like
Icelandic.
It's folksy. It's just beautiful.
Beautiful. They have a ranch like right at the foothills of these majestic mountains. That is like
Mountain's Majesty.
Can I live there? I would very much like to live there.
I'll take all your lamb chop.
I'll take all your crazy.
I'll take every little lamb chop you got.
Take your lambs and your lamb men and your. Anyway, I recommend it. Have you guys ever heard of Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix?
Only you talking about it.
You heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
I've not It's been sitting in my queue since it started a few years ago.
Yeah, I think so. They just started season 3 or loaded season 3. My son, 20 years old, finally got me to start watching it, and it's a lot of fun because there's episodes are 8 minutes long, up to a max maybe 15. And so it's just good. You can just throw one on in between something or a couple. But they're actually really good. They're about love, death, and once in a while robots. So
No, robots.
robots, sorry,
Robots.
ribbits.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been fun. It's really good. There's lots of violence and lots of male nudity. So Scott will like it. It's all
I like it too. Violence and male nudity. Where do I sign? Yes.
everything you want. So anyway, good show. And then I would like to call out Creep Show's 40th anniversary. Our good friends at Creepy Co.
Yep.
Released a new line. So yet again, I have sunk.
We were
good chunk.
texting about it, and Neil's like, I have to take out a mortgage or whatever he said. It was very cute.
I think it was
Because those people,
Not
they
eating
they hardcore love that movie, like you do.
Yeah. I actually, they had another drop, probably 6 months-ish ago, maybe a
Yeah.
little longer.
Yeah.
I didn't buy anything from it. I'm like, I just can't keep doing this. And then this time, they took a lot of inspiration in the line from that comic, the Creep Show comic, that I absolutely adore, grew up reading every day of my life. So I'm like, oh.
You gotta do it.
So I got a shirt and some bags, and then...
I feel like they had a think tank, and they're like, Neil didn't purchase.
Yeah.
What do we have to do to get Neil's mortgage?
What did we do wrong?
Yeah.
How do
We do wrong.
How do we correct it?
How do we get Neil to sell an organ?
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. Just don't tell my wife. Because she's like you need
No
more
one
of
tell.
this.
No one
Don't
tell.
tell.
What you say on the show, we know you're safe, because
She won't watch it. Exactly.
I just hope she doesn't ask me because I cannot tell a lie.
Other than that, that is about it. So for me, so you can the fan.
New subscriber alert. It melted off the page. It says, Sandra, stop reading my notes. You handed it to me. You devil. You little devil, you. You little jinx.
You see, there's a line she's supposed to read, and then there's everything else that's
I
mine.
saw my name. They're not that far apart. They're very close. It's barely double space. It's probably like a 1.5 space.
you went too far.
You went too far.
What would you do if you saw your name on there?
Anyway, no new subscribers, at least ones that admitted.
Yeah.
Admitted.
Omitted.
Omitted.
They've been omitted. Shall we review?
Let's review.
To the review!
Hello.
Well, we've got a dare going on. We'll see what happens. We'll see how warm it gets in this room. Let's talk about tonight's film, Dead and Buried. 1981, directed by Gary Sherman, story by Alex Stern and Jeff Millar. Gonna keep the synopsis brief, and well, I mean, if you're watching this, we're about to spoil it. But a lot of the synopses out there are very spoilery, and I don't love that. But a sheriff in a small coastal town is trying to get to the bottom of why people keep dying and being reanimated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a short way of
That's a nice way to put it.
sums it up.
So this was a first-time viewing for me. This was technically a Neil pick.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's funny because I picked it and then didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
I just told everyone I wanted to go to the Mendocino because the movie I wanted was filmed there.
Yeah.
And then Caleb just randomly, one day, is like, dude, have you seen this movie, Dead and Buried? I want to do it. I'm like, fuck, that's my movie. So
That's my
it
movie.
was like a duel. I think
We
it
had
was
like
kind
a
of duel
twinsy
thing.
moment
We did
there.
have a twinsy moment.
Oh, trying to step in on the...
No.
But you're not a taste bud. TM.
I would never.
So what did you... Who goes first?
Yeah, I want to hear Caleb. Yeah, I'd love to hear Caleb.
Yeah, so I actually listened to a podcast.
What podcast? We'll link it
is
below.
Eric and Charlie. It's come to this.
Oh, that's
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Good guys. Good friends.
Good
There, yeah.
guys.
And a really good podcast if you like movies. And they just do all sorts. Anyway, they did it. I listened to it.
Oh.
Kind of forgot about it.
Sure.
Saw that it was available on Shudder. Watched it. And do yourself a favor. Like, try to go into this. If you've never seen it before, go into it as blind as possible because you will never get that first, oh my God, back, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's how I came across it.
Do you like it?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh.
I've watched it 3 times now, just in the past year, I think.
Thrice?
Yeah.
Thrice you've seen Ned and Mariette?
3 times.
Well, I mean, that first time, and then I watched it again right before we went, you know,
Yeah.
on our trip, and then I watched it again last night.
I was not sure if you were going to like this. I was very up in the air.
Yeah.
I really liked it a lot. I would say it's a love. I would say it's a love affair
Oh, wow.
between Dead and Buried and I. This is like, it's the type of movie I like. It's creepy, slow burn. I love the beautiful coastal atmospheric setting. I'm really into that. There's an
You were
kind
born
of
in it.
no, that's where I was born. It's you cut me and fog comes out.
You were begat? One of those.
Begat in Carl the Fog. No, I love that sense of like looming imminent dread and kind of bleakness. It spoke to me on many levels. I have to say, it's a bummer. Like, I didn't get to watch a sexy version that had a really good film transfer because I feel like this movie deserves a good film transfer.
I bet it's gorgeous on 4K or
I wonder
Blu-ray.
who watched it on 4K though.
I don't know. Who would that be?
This bougie bitch. This bougie bitch.
I was going to watch it with all of us. I thought we'd all get together at some point and be able to
No.
do it. That's why. But anyway.
Well, another
We'll
time.
talk about this at
We
some point.
went and
How's
saw
that?
Crimes
Let's
of the
bring that
Future
up.
instead.
What's that?
We went and saw Crimes of the Future
We did,
instead.
We
right?
made a Cronenberg choice.
We did. We went for the crone.
So I'd like to just start by saying, opening prayer, welcome to Potter's Bluff, bitch. You're gonna die now. You're in a net and on fire.
That's 100% true. I have welcome to Potter's Bluff, ablaze. Yes.
Yeah, they're not
I
messing around.
have.
I spy with my little eye.
Photographer Freddy thinks he's going to get lucky. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Unless lucky to you is being burned at a stake. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's and like the net and stuff, and because they're like a coastal town, like
Yes.
I was so cheeky. I love that. I'm like, because we're like fisher people. Again, I am one of you, and it was just like, yes, this is how we sacrifice.
Yeah.
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 Poor guy's just taking pictures and
Well, yeah.
I
and
like
then-
how that was set up
Yeah.
too. It's like you got this like 80s sax going, and he's like taking pictures of
Yes.
birds and nets and
Birds.
sand, and
Yeah.
you know, and then suddenly this girl shows up, and
Yeah.
he's all, "What's your name?" He's like, "Lisa. I've always wanted to meet a Lisa." Like, how have you never met a
Yeah.
Lisa before?
I know so many. Well, and like I feel like he was kind of, in my interpretation of it, almost being like, "Oh, she's from this little podunk town. I'm being so fancy and kind of like bragging." And it's like actually the turntables have turned, and she was luring you in
Yes.
That's true.
for a netting.
I think she's like, "Are you famous?" And he's like, "I'm from St. Louis."
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
Nobody gets famous.
We don't get
in
famous,
St.
but we're well paid, or whatever he said.
Yeah, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
He just makes
I
you
know.
like
Yeah,
Yeah.
judge him.
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
I was laughing when they do throw the net over him. It like sort of pulls his nose back,
Yep.
It does.
and like from a certain angle, he looked like a Who from Whoville.
Yes. You know what? I liked it. It was because it was like brusque and rough. Like they're
was.
like, I don't care. Like we're not like, because why would they put it gently on the man? They
Right.
wouldn't, you
Right.
know. And I liked that. And I did also like the Who. Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Mayor who? What's his name? What's the mayor?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
In the Who's?
In the Who's, yeah.
Oh
Mayor.
Jesus, I have no idea.
Mayor Hula-goo.
Hula-goo. There we go. That's perfect. Fucking Hula-goo.
Hula-goo.
I mean, if you really want me to look
No,
it up.
that's all right. It's not worth
I like
it.
our headcanon.
So Potter's Bluff is the name of the town upon which we enter this wonderful film. The music, like Caleb said, starts
yes.
right away.
I actually, I
that
put a
out.
note in there. I said I love the opening music.
Yeah, Joe Rensetti. I wrote down because I thought it was.
Yeah.
But it's not bad 80s sax.
No, and it's
good 80s sax.
It's more like
It is.
almost 70s. It's still got that 70s.
It's still
I
like
would say it's
yeah.
70s
So early 80s
sax.
that it's 70s. There you go. Right.
A hazy sax, a hazy shade of sax. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, okay, the poor guy gets burnt, right?
Chris.
And next thing you know, you find him upside down in a car, like he was moved
Yeah.
into a car on fire.
Like staged, like.
Staged. There
Yeah.
you go. And we meet Sheriff.
Sheriff. Oh, he's
I love
great.
Sheriff Dan.
Sheriff Dan.
Sheriff Dan. We wanted to call him Lieutenant Dan a lot, but it's Sheriff Dan. Yeah, he's, you can't help but like him. He's pretty cool. And you immediately, I don't know, if you like folk horror, you kind of see where he's going, You're kind of like, oh shit, this probably not going to
You realize there's going to be a little...
because everybody's
Yeah.
conspiring, and I love conspiracy movies. Everyone's like conspiring.
there's a little Sergeant Howie in there. I think you're going
Oh,
down that road.
only he's way better than fuck Sergeant Howie. Fuck that guy. Yeah.
So the actor is James Ferrantino, and I just love the earnestness that he, like, he's the sheriff, and people are dying
He
in
takes
his
it
little
seriously.
town, and
Yeah.
he really, like, genuinely thinks something's wrong, and he's gonna find it out, and
Right.
Yeah, bless his heart.
I just love it.
Yeah, he's here to protect his people. It's like how you wish cops would be. Then there is my favorite, Grandpa fucking Joe. Dobbs the Undertaker. It's Grandpa Joe. He's Grandpa Joe. Okay, I know that the guy played Grandpa Joe. It was in a million things. He's in the Poseidon Adventure. He's in everything. He was in a million things. But he will always be Grandpa Joe. He will always be the selfish asshole, the true antagonist of that movie. I mean, we've all seen the memes. He spends all his time in bed until the promise of free chocolate comes around. And then suddenly
he jumps up and does a jig.
And it's like you could have been working with Mom at the laundromat. You could have been helping Charlie with his route. You could have been doing a lot of things to bring in income. But he's like, oh, candy! And he clicks his heels. Plus, they all sleep in one bed, which always just grossed me out. But I love that movie. I know Neil doesn't like that movie.
He was also the voice of the hunter Amos Slade in Fox and the Hound.
Oh, God, I can't think about that movie.
Really?
I can't think about it. It's too sad.
I discovered that for the very first time myself as well today. So.
In this movie, he is hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious.
He is.
And I want to drive the hearse.
Yeah, I'd be all over that.
Well, like bumping that great 20s and 30s
Yes.
jazz.
So damn funny. He's right now in the film, you're like, is he eccentric or
Right, what's his thing? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like they're all saying, "Oh, here he comes! Making his entrance, coming in late to the crime scene to pull up and do his forensic-y thing." He does.
Right. Doing his coroner bit, Undertaker thing, whatever the hell he is. Yeah.
I love that scene with the burnt up photographer upside down.
Yeah.
Great makeup, which we'll get to more makeup effects for
Yeah,
sure.
he looks awesome though.
And then the guy, they go, "Oh, he's dead for sure,"
Yeah.
and he
Guess what?
pokes him. Ah!
Oh, it's so good.
guy
Freddy's
screams.
not dead.
No.
Fred's not dead.
So cool. It's such
Fred's
a good
not
scream,
dead.
a good moment.
Yeah.
But the first time you watch it, it's like, whoa.
When he's so
Cool.
crispy. I mean, no one should be alive in that smoldering cocoon,
No.
but he is.
Super alive.
What's your next note?
Baby Robert England.
That
Same.
little baby Robert England.
I said
Little
that.
baby.
I see you, baby Robert England.
Little baby.
Babies! Yay!
He is baby in this film. He looks so young.
Yeah.
Wasn't this one of like his earlier gigs?
Yeah, I think
And like Big Wednesday. Is that first?
I don't know, because I know he was in the director of this film also did one called Deathline, a few years prior, and he put Robert Englund in that as well.
Interesting.
So he actually put Robert in this because of that previous film.
Right.
Nice.
Big Wednesday, I don't know what year that came out. I'm trying to think.
But he is. I mean,
could
he's
do the
very.
homework,
He looks
but-
like a
We have to
fetus. He looks like a legit fetus.
He's young. This film this in '80, so obviously we're talking 3 to 4 years before Elm Street,
Yeah, it was even
but
on the block.
and a couple years before V, where he was really
Big Wednesday was 1978.
78. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Robert Englund plays one of the townsfolk.
Humble little townsfolk.
Yeah, he's the tow truck driver. Is what it seems like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. That's why he's on hand in a car accident, right?
Yeah, but even though he looks about 15. But, everybody has to play their part in Potter's Bluff. My next note, I jumped straight to hella drunk man on boat.
Okay.
Me too.
Oh my God, we all have the same.
I did.
What's your notes? I'm gonna look at it.
Because I was cracking up. I'd never caught it like the 2 times before. Because he's like stumbling around, singing a little drunken sea shanty or
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
And then he gets in the boat and he like starts rowing, but
Yeah.
the boat's on land. And then he's all, well, that's enough of that. And then he gets up. And that line just cracks me up.
I have to say, sometimes when people play drunk characters, you're like, you don't seem drunk, or you would. He's perfect. And I love just like he's going on. I wouldn't like this in real life, but in the movie, it's fine. He's like, don't talk to me about boats. I know about
boats.
Don't tell me about boats.
But he's like, I could argue maybe the actor's overdoing it a bit as far as the.
I'm here for it.
I know you are, but
Yes.
what would you do for a drunken sailor?
But
But no, he was funny though. He was just talking, having a full-on conversation with himself, walking on there.
well, like this is a normal thing for him when he's ashore,
But he also
Yeah.
was not a townsfolk.
not a townie.
He was a visitor.
Yep, a visitor, and you know what? That's gonna get you in Potter's
Oh,
Bluff.
he gets it.
He's gonna get you
He gets
killed.
it good.
He's gonna get you killed in Potter's Bluff.
He gets hooks to hold him down. He gets slashed in the
Smash
face.
in the face.
He gets a throat. Couple
yeah.
boom boom. In
I
the
feel
chest.
like talk about overkill. They kind of overdo it, but again, I love it. I love all the maritime weaponry.
that I don't know if you remember when they pan up when they find the body, right? There's like kind of like an old car part, like a what do you call it, the axle and all that stuff, the underneath portion, chassis, whatever that he's tied up in.
Yeah.
That was a real piece of junk they found in the river. They just pulled
Oh,
it
I
up
fucking love
wow.
and
that.
then used it as to
That's
use
awesome.
it.
That's awesome. I
So-
love that they use their surroundings. I love that they recycled.
Yes,
So much to love,
they reused.
and and tied a man to it.
What do you guys think? There is a crap ton of ADR in this film. The
Yeah.
additional dialogue recording
Yeah.
is pretty much the entire film.
We've run into a lot of awkward ADR in our time at the Gold Show. Sometimes when it really bothers me is when it's weird Foley. Like, and I know my beloved Season of the Witch, but Scott always makes fun of those footsteps that like the bad guys have. They're like they're like Clydesdales.
Yep.
But the little additional ADR is kind of like, but was it just so windy? Because we've been there.
I was
And
just
that's
going to
what
say.
I was going to
like,
say.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, you're about to see us in the filming location. And it is windy as fuck.
It's pretty windy.
Hella windy.
Yeah, it very well could be that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know one other scene that we'll maybe get to at some point was like a whole totally different reason than that, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm excited to know.
but we'll do that later.
okay.
So he dies.
He
Yeah.
does. That's
Sailor,
enough of that.
Sailor Mercury, Sailor Venus, whoever it is, he dies.
And then we get to see Dobbs in action.
Oh, he's
In the
a
mortuary.
master at his
He is
craft.
a master at his craft. You learn that Dobbs freaking loves restoring dead people.
Yeah.
I love he's pointing at the corpse and he's all, "This is art. And I am the artist."
Yeah. You're we're getting those little hints. Is he eccentric? Is
A little bit of a
he
God complex going
nefarious?
on.
What is
Right.
going on with Dobbs? That's
Yeah,
good.
he's
Good foundation we're laying here, unlike other films we've mentioned from time to time, where it's like the Chekhov's gunning you a little
Right,
bit
right,
here.
right.
You're seeing it, and it's gonna come back.
Yeah, you know that there's Dobbs just talks about the fact that he wants he wants the mutilated corpses, so he has the ability to rebuild them versus the old lady he was working on.
Oh, she's boring.
Just boring. Just
She
some
died in her
makeup.
sleep. Lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's like,
I want trauma.
and you're like, okay, that's cool, but you know, these are like, it's like people though.
They're people, exactly.
You know, not to Dobbs though. They're just a canvas,
Yeah.
a bit of clay to mold.
That is true.
Yes.
Speaking of mold,
Yeah.
can we talk about the needle?
Oh, please.
The weedle on the needle.
The needle. The needle.
Okay, when are
Goes
we going to
round
talk
and
about this?
I don't know. Whenever we decide it needs to come out.
Okay, well, because I was going to mention the lenticular.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's fine. It's your prize. You bring it up when you would like.
Whenever you want.
I mean, just like one of the best eye traumas you can ask for. It's like he's got that blue eye, and it's got lots of pink and red, so it really like makes you be drawn to it. Pop it,
Yeah.
pop it right in there.
It's great, and you basically get to see, you get to start really getting a feel for the townsfolk that they're all kind of involved in some kind of malicious plot to
Yes.
do bad to everyone. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you
You
don't
still
know.
don't know. It's very
Right,
yeah.
because you see the gal from the beginning who gets Freddy comes back dressed as a nurse this
Right.
time.
And you're like, that's kind of weird. Why would she? Suspicious.
And then she pulls out a big old giant needle.
It's big.
And all you can see of poor Freddy at this point is one eye and a mouth, all wrapped in
Yeah.
bandages.
It's like a mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I guess maybe we should talk about Stan Winston.
Stan
then.
Winston, you want to bring it up? Okay.
Stan Winston, are you present, Stan Winston?
Are you with us?
Oh, are we doing a Ouija?
Just bring him.
I wish. Yeah. So that was a full size mechanical dummy that he built
Yep.
Crazy.
for that one scene that had an eye that would like open and shut and
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's so great because you only have take this how I mean it. You only have to make like a little bit good because like it's all covered, you know.
From what I read though, he like meticulously every single eyelash that
Yep.
would
Yeah.
be
Oh
on
yeah, no,
camera
that's
and-
exactly it. Because the eye is
Yeah.
so captivating.
Expressive. all
The
kinds of
eye
things.
has it.
Well, it's the one thing that you're really looking at. Too,
Yeah, and the
you know.
color palette, like I mentioned,
And
around
so
it,
also
measuring.
to make sure that the stab was correct, they actually shot it in reverse. So the needle was already in there,
Yeah.
and then she'd pull it out, and then that would shut the eye, and then, then they ran it forward again, and
Yeah.
that way, hit the mark every time.
Yeah. No, it's to have
Oh, eye trauma warning.
a puppet, we'll call it, because it was a puppeted
Oh, I like puppet.
device
Yeah.
that only emoted with an eye and a mouth that would open and close,
Yeah.
right? Because the rest is closed.
Yeah.
Because there's several shots of just the face, and it's showing the terror when it recognizes the girl coming back, and then once
Right.
you get the needle, I mean, the terror in the thing's one eye, and the way they move the mouth, I mean, it was really amazing. I mean, I
Right.
would say like a genius moment, you know?
He's in this incredibly vulnerable position, and he's already been through fucking hell. And it's like, but we're actually going to add insult to injury.
Right.
We're going to take the eye.
No, right into the eye, and then yeah, it's great. If you like your eye trauma, you're gonna love it. If you
Yeah.
hate your eye trauma,
Producer Scott.
Right.
you're gonna
If you
turn
hate
away.
it, but still have like a morbid fascination with,
But it's okay. It was not a real actor and not a real eye. It was a puppet.
There you
It
go.
was a Muppet in there. So it's fine.
Sam Winston's got several fantastic practical creations in this film, including the one from earlier.
The
with
charge.
The screaming, yeah.
Right.
The screaming Freddy in the car. Yes. Got some
The Freddy fried Freddy.
fried Freddy. There you go. Some pretty awesome things. And then there's one more coming up we'll talk about that is absolutely I don't
Chef's
know.
kiss.
Yeah, I don't know that it could get any better.
But you know what? Things will look up for Freddy eventually.
Well, I guess that's true. When Dobbs gets a hold of him.
Because he gets two eyes. He gets two eyes that I think are functional. And then isn't he like, where does he work? Is he like at the gas station,
Gas
or
station.
something?
Yep.
He's a gas pump jockey. All the descendants used to call him back then.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, you love Potter's Bluff. Yeah.
The weird thing though is everyone calls him Freddy.
They call them by like their real names. I
No,
believe.
but
that wasn't his real name
His
though.
name was
They said
George.
it was George.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they're like, fuck it, we like Freddy.
It's
Yeah, you look like you get named by someone in the town, and then
Yeah.
it just sort of sticks.
Yeah,
That would be so dangerous because I would name people the craziest names.
Lisa just walks around naming you, and that's
I know.
boom, that's
But I mean, how
sticks.
aware are they, though? That's, like we have no...
I feel like they're really susceptible. So I feel if they're like, hi, Freddy, who works at the gas station and is a very affable gentleman, he's like, yes,
So,
that's me.
I'm
Right.
Freddy, and I work at the gas station.
I am affable, yes.
Yep.
Where do I go find my white uniform?
It's at the gas station, Freddy. Yeah,
The sheriff runs over a dude.
Sheriff Dan.
Sheriff Dan hits a dude.
He
does.
sure does.
does.
Bummer
He
day.
hits an unarmed man.
Ah.
Because the guy's arm gets stuck in the sheriff's car.
It's funny. It's a little funny.
Hey, it took me 10 minutes to write that joke.
No, it was good.
Just kidding.
Did you practice in front of the mirror?
I did.
Good
Something
job.
I
Good
wanted
No
to
respect. No.
to pepper in on
What?
that note about Sheriff Dan, who
Yeah.
we love. I really like the interactions with him and his wife. I feel like they had a very kind of modern relationship. Like she works, he works. He's like trying to be really respectful of like her space and stuff.
Yeah.
It was just like it's just really nice because I think like in a lot of movies from a bygone era, he would be a lot more, I don't know, a man of the house about things, and he's not
Right.
an asshole.
No.
Yeah.
He's not. He does try to be, I mean, he
He's
gets a
concerned.
little yelly sometimes. Janet! Damn it, Janet! Where are my
that's-
shells?
But that's Janet. That's Janet.
And then
yeah.
she's like, you mean for my trip to the beach?
Yeah, I know. I loved it. Yeah, it's so funny. But I mean, it's like I don't really feel like there's like malice behind his yells. But yeah, I don't know. I liked their dynamic. It stood out to me.
He never, accuses her of anything.
Well, right, because it's almost
He
kind of seems
kind
like
of
she may be
goes and
having an
does
affair.
like the police work to try to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. But yeah, he doesn't like blow up at her and doesn't hit her, which we've seen in some films. Yeah,
No.
They could have easily put that in there, absolutely. So thank
he
you very
remains
much
very
for
likable.
not. Yeah.
He remains very.
No,
likable.
again, Dan is a good guy.
Sheriff Dan.
Sheriff
hell
Dan.
Hell of a guy.
Hell of a guy.
His wife, Melody
Melody.
Anderson.
Yes, Melody.
Right? She, we know her.
Yeah, we
from,
do.
From Flash Gordon.
Flash.
1980 Flash Gordon.
Ah.
Baby. She played Dale.
Dale.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, I saw her in this. I was like, oh my God. It's her.
It's Dale.
But, yeah, she was great. I thought she had, like you said, a strong character. She was,
Yeah.
she was not at all ever, she wasn't even ever like asking him, can I do this? Or am I going to do it? It was like, this
No.
is what I'm doing. I'm going here. I'm doing
This is
this.
1981
Then I'm going
in
over
a small
here.
town. Like it's very, it's
Right.
very different. Like you would expect their dynamic to be a lot different than it was.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to teach my kids about witchcraft and the occult. Fuck you.
Oh fuck! I love, and
That's
you
what
know
I'm
I
doing.
love that. Oh my god, the book Witchcraft and Voodooism. I wrote that book. Like that says Sandra from the Cult Show on there in the little gold filigree. I wrote that book. She's teaching my text.
I didn't know that. Did you get a royalty?
No,
Oh.
never saw a dime.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, let's we're jumping ahead.
I know you're
We've got a
moving
whole
around.
tourist family.
I was going to say, okay, the out-of-towners.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the tourist family that does a little B&E on their vacation?
So they had a little kid with them, their son. In order for a kid to work, they couldn't get that permit, I guess.
Can't believe they even had laws about that back then.
Yeah, so like the car was just in a blacked out tent. And then like a newspaper.
That almost made me choke.
And then a newspaper blows by in
Yeah.
front of the windshield. And he's like, ah! And then it like crashes into the like the phone pole.
Yep.
They were in a tent?
They're in a tent, and then same thing when they
Damn.
go inside. That when they, the B&E that
Yeah.
you,
Breaking and
when
entering.
they go inside, the sound was so bad that there's a lot of
It's all
all of
fully in
it.
ADR.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
And if you look, like I think it's the lady that runs the diner. Like
Oh, yeah.
her mouth is moving a lot, but she's not talking. And
She was a puppet too.
and then there's also the hitchhiker who we later meet is there. They just sort of like filmed things. It was supposed to have that. The hitchhiker scene was supposed to happen first.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because I remember like the second time I watched it, I was like, wait, isn't that?
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. So they sort of move things around a bit too.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was actually, again, there's a wonderful copy of this new Blu-ray
There it is.
that we'll talk. I'll mention at the
Nope,
end.
later.
At the end, but there's a lot of great extras on there, and I watched a lot of them. And like Caleb was
I wanna
saying,
see the extras.
you should watch them. They tented not just that house. There was like
a huge section.
They said like there's a giant amount of land they tented to film that whole exterior scene and
To make it
everything
look like it
because
was-
that was a real house someone was living in.
Oh.
And they're like, well, I need to sleep in my house at night, so you can have it during the day when I'm at work.
Yeah.
And then do your filming. So they tented it to create that night stuff as well.
So it was a double.
If, if the Cold Show had been making that film, we would have said, no, you can sleep in our tent. And we will film in your house. Yeah.
No, we will send you
Yeah.
to Dobbs.
Go
We will-
sleep on the thing, the little drawers they put you in.
The lockers.
the corpse cooler.
Yeah.
Corpse
Like Dobbs
cooler.
does. Dobbs sleeps in them, apparently.
If it's good enough for Dobbs, it's good enough for these actors.
It's good enough for Uncle or Grandpa
Grandpa Joe.
Joe, then it's got to be good for anyone else.
This family
There's a
has
perfectly good pull-out couch right here.
perfectly good pull couch right here.
There you go.
This family, they have the audacity. I don't know. I just was like, really? They're gonna like break into this house. They're like, let's go find the fuses. Let's go find some ice. And I'm like, this is not your home. Like, I don't know. It just I felt
Their little boy had blood on him. They were in like full-on panic parent mode.
yeah, but they have to go through a lot of effort. So it's I don't know. It
And
just
it's
was
really foggy outside. They can literally see nothing out in front of them. So when a
man.
newspaper flies in front,
Right.
that still
yeah.
gets me
I
every
don't know.
time.
These people were
A newspaper.
yeah, I don't know. My note says WTF. I just could not believe that they were like, well, let's just go through this person's house and find everything we
Yeah.
need. Yeah.
This actually scene was the one I probably disliked. Of the whole movie, I didn't like this one. It was
Like it really had nothing to do with the plot. It really, it was just
yeah,
like
it was.
I don't know if it was filler. If it
I liked the
was-
payoff at the end of this scene though.
Really, they drive away.
Well, no, oh no, it's later when the mob comes. When the angry mob comes.
I mean, the mob chases them, but they just like drive away. But it was
Yeah,
so.
but I like a mob.
No, mobs are fine, but it just. I mean, it was. Like,
And how scary is that? If the whole fucking
Oh no,
town.
I agree, and that's the point of the scene. Probably is you know that the whole town is coming after you, but it just kind of took too long. I think, and I did have the sound kind of like because when the mom comes in, she's like, hello, yeah, I need to get some ice.
Yeah.
But it was like really like just didn't match for I don't know. It was kind of weird, but
Yeah, I think they probably could have cleaned that up and streamlined that scene. I just like the payoff of the mob.
no, I hear the mob was good, and it was nicely lit. They had a nice light from behind the mob, so it was it was a very nice looking scene once the mob got in there chasing them. But up until there, is like these people need to hurry up and die.
Put some respect on that mob.
Please go kick them. Speaking of the fog,
Yes.
did you notice how like there is like so much fog and mist in this film, including all the indoor shots?
Yes.
There is like fog and mist indoors.
That's how I want to live my life.
I know.
I love it.
You know,
I
if you
love
leave the
it.
door open, the fog is going to come.
Fog's
in.
gonna
Come get
roll
ya.
on in.
That's right.
And then that reminds me of the movie The Fog, which I love.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Maybe a future episode.
Maybe if you pay $75,
Oh.
you can get it.
Or if I pick it.
You're right. 60 for you.
Lady on the Hood.
Lady on the Hood, yes. Laughable.
Lols. Lady on Hood. Dancing with me. Oh my God. Talk to us about the Lady on the Hood.
Go ahead, Caleb. You got anything on that one?
Not
No.
really. There's just some lady on the hood.
Hilarity. I just love. I know. She
This
was
is
just
funny.
like, ah!
Like the car's supposed to be driving, like
Yes.
speeding away, and the lady's just kind of like, flop. I'm on the hood.
This is the hood ornament.
Yeah.
She's the newspaper. She becomes
There
the
you go.
newspaper.
And the guy's just like, get off! And he's not even turning the car, and then she kind of just like rolls off, kind of thing.
I mean, she
so
listened.
funny.
You know.
She listened. Yes.
She's like, "Oh shit, I'm my bad. Let me get off your
Sorry.
hood."
Sorry. They said kill you, so.
Yeah.
Right. Oh wait, this isn't my car. Sorry.
Oh shit, I thought aren't we supposed to do a mob? And someone's like, "Deb, stay on." Like you had him.
Yeah. I feel like that scene was also just like, it's like the Hotel California. Once you come into Potter's Bluff, you can never leave.
Never leave.
So,
Sidebar, Hotel California by the Eagles.
Yeah.
I love that song. I think it's brilliant. I'm at the point in my life where I hope I never
Never
fucking
hear it again. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I
know.
get-
You
so,
know.
So that's not really fog. It's the warm smell of colitas rising up through the air.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, have mercy.
Potter's Bluff.
Jesus, take
Like
the
Potter's
wheel.
Puff.
They're all just stoned. They're
Okay,
all
thank you.
just
Good night. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. Okay. The Hitchhiker.
the Hitchhiker.
No, this is also kind of
So
funny.
first
It
of
is.
all, would you get into a truck with someone that said like, "I'm a dirty old man"?
Yes.
I mean, I think I put something in my notes along the lines of, I mean, it's the era of hitchhiking, like the 70s and 80s. I mean, and I know it's like everybody has a story about how my uncle hitchhiked across the country and he was fine. And it's like, but you know, I also know a lot of true crime, and most people did not make it fine. I don't know, man.
Right.
Don't hitchhike.
No.
Never. It didn't
Doesn't-
work out then.
Yeah.
Especially
However, as far as a effective scene goes,
Totes.
yeah. But even like,
Amazing.
I want to go. I need to stop at my house first. My phone
yeah.
or whatever.
Again,
That
like,
is
You're like,
red
no.
flag.
I need to yeet.
Yeah. I need
Quickly?
I need to do a little dive out of this
or
truck.
just jump out the car. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Truck.
and you know what? Because that has happened in true crime cases where people are like, "Oh, I just have to stop by my house real quick and stuff." It's like red flag, red
No.
flag.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Do
I'm
not
out.
trust the dirty man in the truck.
I'm out.
However,
Yeah.
However, we needed them to in this
did
movie.
get a nice little rock meets head moment.
Oh, sure, that was very Ari Aster.
There's a big crunch. Or squish. A crunch and a squish.
That's that ADR you like.
There it is.
Yeah.
Or is that Foley?
Oh, yeah. You know, it's the Rock's line. So that was Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
With his microphone.
There it is.
That was a horrible sound. I loved it. I loved it though.
I can use that for later.
It make me
So,
spit.
but thank goodness that whole scene, because it leads
Thank
us to the
God.
most brilliant segment in the film,
Yes.
Take it away.
which is the
Please.
rebuilding. Dobbs, basically, at this point, he's so excited. There's a rise in his apron, if you know what I mean. So, because he's got this woman face half disintegrated that he has to rebuild the entire. What's that?
Oh yeah, no, I just had some more notes.
Oh, more notes.
Yeah,
Okay.
before Dobbs does his Dobby thing. But no, talk about him.
Okay. He has to rebuild the face of this gal, starting from her skull,
Yeah.
basically, and goes up. And it's this wonderful time lapse type segment they do where it's putting on the muscle back on there and
Yeah.
forming it, and then the what do you call it, the clay, the
Yep.
whatever on top of that, and then the skin, the paint, the whole thing, and it's just a brilliant practical thing that Stan Winston worked out. That is just, it's gorgeous to behold.
Yeah,
It is.
it's really fucking cool. It's like a full anatomical model, and it's also like Dobbs is so happy.
Yes. And then you want to talk about the technical parts, the research portion?
So what I had read was, so it was a mixture of a practical effect, and then at one point, and these were Stan Winston's hands,
Right.
doing the
Stan's hands.
Stan's hands. There you go. I stand Stan's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the work, checking the teeth. He pulls an eyelid back to
Yeah.
show an eyeball, and then he pulls another one back to see there's an
Those are
empty
his hands.
those are all empty socket, and then he puts an eyeball in, and at one point I think an elbow covers the body, and they make the switch.
Clever girl.
So
No.
can I tell you, Close.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. This is just what I read.
Yeah,
so
okay.
That's the internet rumor.
You
So
saw something.
So what actually happened? So the shot is overhead,
Yeah.
and that's really Stan Winston rebuilding this thing the whole time, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
So then what happens is then it takes a shot from the side when
Yeah.
they're pulling the lips back and pulling the eye back, and that's still the prosthetic at that point.
Right.
Then what happens is Stan Winston moves his hands. Dobbs, the actor, then comes around.
Grandpa Joe.
Camera pans up to Dobbs, looking at it. They slide the prop out and slide in Lisa Marie,
Right.
the actress. Then it comes back down to her. So it's
Yeah.
one long kind of
Okay.
a shot at that point. And then when he walks away, that's when she gets up.
It's cool.
So they had
That's
her
really
waiting
cool.
right below the prop and then just
Yeah.
kind of slid them up.
Right.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's hella
Yeah.
cool.
Again, I recommend the Blu-ray.
No,
so you
it
can find out
no,
all
but
this
I mean,
cool
just
stuff.
just that
That's
shot
sponsored.
alone,
Yeah.
though, is just awesome. Like
Yeah.
the first time I watched this, I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! How did they
Yeah.
do that?"
Yeah.
You know, because you can tell it's a prop. I mean, there's no eye, and then suddenly, like there's
It's
a
a
real person
person.
there because you can see her breathing.
Yeah.
But the prosthetic, though, the face was, I mean, it wasn't
It's
like it looked
amazing.
crappy. It looked
Yeah.
just like
Brilliant.
the actress. I mean,
Yeah.
it was.
And again,
amazing.
I read that it took 17 takes to get that right. I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
if that.
I'm sure it took a few.
Yeah, that part they didn't talk about.
They didn't talk about the takes. Okay, so maybe I didn't jump ahead. I can't remember, but I want to talk about the arm. Let me
Okay.
let me grab my arm and run.
Okay.
Oh, and the foghorn sound in Pursuit, very creepy. I love that. It's the soundtrack of the scene is the foghorn.
Right.
I mean, it's really cool, and it's offset by the guy taking his arm back. Whoops! Dobbs is gonna have to
Just,
reattach.
whack Sheriff Dan on the back of the head, grabs his arm and runs.
Yeah.
Love
Go
that.
on, take your arm and run.
Oh. Yeah, and I love the foghorn again because it's like, yeah, so it's very, I loved it.
No, ooh, Foghorn.
And I get the coastal vibes, the
There
foghorn.
it is.
We're here for it.
Yep.
So I did some research.
Oh. Uh-oh.
They use a piece of equipment in this film, the Telex.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I said, okay, I think I get what we're doing here, but let me research. And I even inserted some pictures of the Telex.
wow.
The Telex network is a customer-to-customer switched network of teleprinters similar to a telephone network, using telegraph-grade connecting circuits for two-way text-based messages. Telex was a major method of sending messages electronically between businesses in the post-World War II period. Brilliant.
Wow.
And I don't know, just if I'd ever seen one before in another movie or something, it didn't permeate. But I was like today years old when I learned what a Telex was. And I was like, that's
I didn't
so
know
smart.
it had been around for that long. I feel like it's
Yeah.
it's a very 70s cop
Right.
movie show kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I did not know that it had been around since World War II.
It's like an email and a text message and a phone
And
and
a
a mouse
typewriter.
had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But only it was also the grandpa. It was the Grandpa Joe of this technology.
But see, this is where you get into the, I don't know if you want to call it the sexist part, because Sheriff Dan cannot work the telex.
There's big clumsy man fingers.
Right. He has to have what's her name,
Yeah.
send it, and then after does it, and he lists off all these things, and they're all these secretarial type
Right,
things,
yeah.
that no sheriff, could bother to learn.
That's woman's work. Yes. Yeah. But you know what? She gets it done handily.
Oh, she nails it, and she had just painted her nails too.
Yeah,
Instead of
yeah.
just all bang it out. Just
See, look at the things we femmes can do. Yeah, so anyway, Telex.
That's awesome.
This
Thank you.
podcast is sponsored by Telex.
By Telex.
Only the
which
finest
I'm
technology.
sure still is a booming.
Oh, yeah. 40-year-old
Oh
dead
yeah,
technology.
I haul them door to door and sell them. It's giant.
Yeah.
Do you want? And they can't see me behind it. I'm like, do you want to buy Telex?
Just walks down the street. Who will buy
I
my
mean,
dead technology?
texting is too convenient. Like you need a Telex 5000. Oh.
And a rotary phone to go with it while you're at it.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to know my one complaint about this movie?
Sure.
The doctor
Okay.
when he drops acid.
Yeah.
I did not like that effect. You had all these other wonderful, brilliant, and then you have this really like super cheap looking
Acid face.
Not so great.
Not so great. Yeah, it's
not
his
so
no.
great.
Yeah.
Stay up late. Don't
It
be
was
late.
really bad.
It was
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
It was like, was that the interns
It might
like
have been,
day or
right?
something?
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how you go from the face reconstruction
Crispy
to
fried Freddy's.
acid doctor,
Yeah.
which was just like a rubber mask, like I don't know, with like a flame inside or something. I don't even know. I don't know.
Big
But
lighter
it
in
just
there.
it was
Yeah.
terrible. It was awful.
I
I have
didn't
to
buy it.
assume that he spent more time probably on the under skeleton version of it with the tubes, to make the effect happen, and then once the face part had to happen,
Maybe
it didn't fit very
Yeah.
well. Probably.
They're like just
I don't know,
You know.
because it didn't. You could totally tell it was it was limited in its movement.
Yeah.
Right. It was basically just a mouth.
Yes.
Whereas when you're screaming and trying to move, your face is going to be forward, and it looks
Your
it
eyes
just-
are gonna
exactly.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the problem. It just looked-
One of these things is not like the other.
so
But just compared to everything else that you get
Right.
to see,
Yeah,
it
it's
just
funny.
seemed oddly out of place.
Incongruent.
you could have actually cut that scene out completely, and then when you see the doctor later on and he's suddenly one of them, you would buy it. You wouldn't even need to know what happened
True.
to him. You'd feel like, oh,
True.
it's like Body Snatchers. It just happened.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Neil.
Especially with a thing.
Or just have them show up, have the town show up and just not even show. I mean, they're going to kill
I
him.
guess that's true. You
You
should do that
don't
too.
have to see it.
Right.
It's true, you don't.
Good points.
Just my opinion.
That's just my view.
I agree.
Like,
with you.
leave the last 5 minutes, cut that 5 minutes.
Are we cutting to Dan watching the reel yet? Are we there?
Well, we get a little information about Dobbs, a little backstory on Dobbs.
Oh yeah, hit us with that.
Because it becomes Sheriff Dan basically is starting to put things together.
Right.
Yes.
Asking about reanimation. Is it possible to reanimate dead people and
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff?
And
then
he sends the Telex,
Yeah, the Telex 1000.
asking about, hey, do you have any
Yeah.
information on this guy?
Right.
And he gets an answer back.
Gets an answer back. And it's like, oh, red flags.
Yeah, it's
Not
like,
good.
he was booted from the morgue in Rhode Island for playing with bodies, taking bodies, and doing things that were not sanctioned by us.
And
So-
Potter's Bluff, the town of Potter's Bluff, is like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you can
I
stop
mean,
the job.
obviously, Potter's Bluff did not do a background check.
Yeah.
No, they did not. I think it was too late by then. So, and I don't know if it's supposed to, I don't know if I should brag about this. I figured it out.
Okay.
Yes.
Which part?
The whole thing.
Oh, okay.
And I was happy because I was like, I said, I did call it. I like how I put that in there. I did call it.
I did.
Like someone's going to argue with me. Like, put it in my notes like that. So Dobbs up to no good. Or is it good? Okay, in defense of Dobbs, it's his art, it's his love of it, it's magic, it's science, it's who knows, it's Dobbs. That's the name of his cologne.
Yeah, so when Sheriff Dan is confronting him about everything,
Yeah.
finally, Dobbs even says, it's like, I'm not going to tell you how I did it. It could be science, it could be witchcraft. Or what would you say? Not witchcraft, but
I think he said magic, but
magic something.
Yeah. But
I wrote it down.
you did. You want me to help you?
Oh, well.
I'm not allowed to look.
But he says, it could be this, it could be this.
could
I'm
be
not going to
this.
tell you.
Yeah, you don't need to know.
But based on what we're shown, I feel like part of it is the music that he plays.
I had wondered
Yes.
that also.
Part of it is because he does something to himself where he jams those things into him when
Yes.
when Sheriff Dan shoots him.
I assume that was just formaldehyde.
He
was
also
shoving through.
or maybe is he already dead? That's the thing.
I mean,
he calls Janet his first creation, so
that's true.
I kind of felt like he was.
I think it's a little both. I think it's mad science also mixed with magic because that's what I would like that in my version. That's what I want it to be. Oh my god! And he's showing the film reel to seeing it projected. That is so creepy.
Yeah.
Poor Dan. Oh my god, his wife. That actually did make me sad.
Yeah, it was. his wife was already gone the whole time. And I love when she's like, you know, when she it's like she suddenly gets
like, bury me, please bury me,
self-conscious or something about it. Yeah, she's like, please,
like
Dad.
she goes from like, I can make you this for dinner, I can make you this, and then he like shoots her a couple
He's
times.
like screaming at her to die.
Yeah.
He's shooting her, die, why won't you die?
Dan, please bury me.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like the spell gets broken a little bit or something, and so it's, you know, it's sad, like, kill me, Dad.
Dad, I'm dead, please bury me.
And I said, I don't remember why I said this, Dobbs putting on his lippy and getting geared up to come back.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there was also that. Is that part of the?
No, that's just fashion.
The hoodoo voodoo.
Yeah.
I think he was getting ready for Fashion Week.
Yeah, he was like, I want to look good because you know what? Maybe your lips stay that way forever once you do it.
Work it, girl.
I think.
Work it, Dobbs.
Strictly think he was good. He knows he was going to die, and he was prepping himself like he does all the other bodies.
Yeah, it was finally time.
Transition, maybe. Or although he even says the best line is, "You can't kill me. You can only make me dead." So when he's holding a gun to him, so I was like, dude, that's dope.
Yeah, and this has all just been like his little world. He's just been God, and these have been his little pawns.
Yeah,
but he's done something brilliant, and it's like, but will the world ever know? But does Dobbs care? Is it enough that he has his own little world here?
But he also tells Dan, like, I enjoy these little chess games we have.
Yes.
Like,
we're the adversary.
So have they been doing this for a while, or was this the first time, or, you know?
Right, he just doesn't remember?
Yeah, good question.
Or is it like he...
No, I think, like, once you die, he fixes you, and then you have to come in every, 3 weeks or so.
Right.
I always felt like you got like you were wiped clean.
Did you get wiped every time?
And then start all over again.
Or maybe because it's part of the magic and the science we were talking about, Freddy, and you have to kind of get the download, so that if you don't get the download, you don't remember. But I think he liked the sheriff not having the download so that he could play this little chess game with him.
So you think about it, because Freddy, theoretically, was a new character in that town, right?
Yeah.
Like, very new.
Potter's Bluff.
And when Dan goes to the gas station, he's like, oh, hi, Freddy. Like, he automatically knew who Freddy was.
He already knew who he was.
So Dan had been going to Dobbs regularly and getting the new download. Which is why he accepted Freddy immediately when he saw Freddy at the gas station.
But, even Dobbs can't control it all.
No.
Oh, my God, like Jurassic Park life finds a way.
But then there's some, like... The gentleman that runs the hotel.
The hotelier?
Yes.
That, is telling Sheriff Dan, like, oh, your wife was here, like,
oh, yeah, that little busybody, by the way. Yeah.
Is that part of what is he supposed to give that information?
Right. Does Dobbs like creating soap operas, like creating little dramas?
Giving little Dan little things to go off and investigate.
Because he's like, wow, Dan is kind of a different one of my creations, and I think I can get some entertainment out of this.
Yeah.
It's so
It's all part of the chess game.
It's so sick and twisted.
Oh, Dobbs.
Dobbs.
It's a conspiracy.
Beautiful bleak ending. Foghorn in the graveyard. I'm here for all of that. Here for all of that.
And more sweet sax while the credits roll.
For more Sheriff Dan screaming.
I know, with his fingernails.
And then his fingers. Come, Dan. Let's fix your fingers or whatever.
Let's fix your fingers.
And it ends with his fingers falling apart. It's great. It's great.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
What a great film.
Was this a movie that performed well commercially? What's the history of this?
No.
I always love to ask that question.
Not at all. So Dan O'Bannon.
Dan.
I love Dan.
In 1983, in an interview, said that he was basically used to get this movie made. Dan O'Bannon wrote Aliens. And,
it's all over everything.
Return of the Living Dead.
The creator of Alien,
and so when his ideas weren't used, he kind of walked that back, but said at that point he couldn't take his name off the credits by then.
Wow, interesting.
I'm sure he was paid, and I'm, wham, but...
So many shady things go on in Hollywood, especially back in the day.
The producer of this was also the producer in Alien. And so the producer is the one who reached out to Dan O'Bannon and said, I bought this property. Can I put your name on it?
Okay.
So that we can say from the creators of Alien.
Of Alien.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Basically.
I see.
So he actually felt really bad because they gave him the screenplay credit, which you know, he didn't write the screenplay.
Right.
The other guys who got the story by did. And so he had been dealing with this on Alien, whereas I guess a lot of his credit on Alien for screenplay was challenged, I guess, several times apparently. So he felt bad because he was fighting that fight on Alien, and now
And they're doing the
you
same
know,
thing.
and then something. So it was kind of like a whole thing. I think he always felt really bad about that, and he was promised, you know, that don't worry, the other guys are fine, the whole thing. So
They weren't fine.
it seems like, because again, there's a great interview in here with Dan O'Bannon.
Nice. Okay.
You know, kind of talking about it.
Okay.
But
Oh, can I do a gripe?
yes.
Yeah.
I hate the tagline.
It's pretty bad.
It will take your breath away. Period. All of it.
Yeah.
Period. I hate that. I feel like this movie is better than that.
They could have done better. I would
Yeah,
agree
it
with that.
is. It is. The one other thing I found really interesting was Guillermo del Toro said in an interview,
We love him.
he wore a fake mustache to get into this movie.
Oh my god! In 1981, when he was a kid, that is
But
hilarious. It's so cute.
he said it was the worst mustache ever. Like he says it was made out of chest hair. I don't know how he knows that.
He just took it from someone's chest.
Yeah, but he said he went to the shop and he bought a fake mustache and he put it on to make himself look older so that he could go in and see this movie.
He is so precious. He has a million stories.
Yeah, no,
So-
he's cool.
Jurassic Park, life finds a way. And
Life finds a way.
for Guillermo del Toro, he finds a
finds a
way.
way.
He finds a way. Can we ever talk about
Yes.
the 4K?
One last note, if I
Okay.
may. Jack Albertson, of course, who played Dobbs.
Yes.
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 So when they went back, they finished his version, the ADR for Dobbs' character. The director and him went out. Gary Sherman and him went out for dinner. After that, next day he died. Jack Albertson died.
You are kidding me.
Yeah.
So
I heard
yeah.
this was his last theatrical release.
Yeah, I think I read that somewhere too, but I didn't know. Oh my.
And he passed, yeah.
Yeah, he was really sick, apparently.
Cancer. And he was
Yes,
sick
he
during
was
the filming.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. Anyway, last note. Okay, this Blu-ray that I was watching is the 4K release that Blue Underground did, which is our good buddy Bill Lustig owns, and he has this film and made this really cool. I'm gonna get a little closer.
It's lenticular.
Lenticular.
Best word.
So you can kind of see the eye. Is it moving?
Ouchie. Ouchie.
The eye stab. It's
The eyes have it.
Really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a 4K scan they did, which, I mean, you scan a print from 1981, it's not going to look like, you know, something you're watching on TV made today.
True.
But it's still very bright and clear. Looks great. And it's got a lot of good extras that I would really recommend checking
It has
Yeah,
a
you had some
ton
really
of
good
extras on
information
here.
there.
So, I know, sorry. We all would have had it. If only we could plan better.
Hey, we're busy.
That's okay. But it's, and you actually can buy this without the lenticular. It's a little cheaper, a little less expensive.
You want the
But you
lenticular.
gotta
What
get
are
the
you
lenticular.
doing?
I know, you gotta get it.
Such a good movie.
You gotta get it. But it's lots of good stuff. Blue Underground, you can get these on Amazon or Blue Underground's website as well.
Yeah. And there's like a little book in here. Can I look at the book?
Yeah.
So, I'll show it to you guys. Don't worry. So we have the, like, all the discs. And, you know, I like a digital copy of things, but sometimes, like, when you get this good stuff.
Yeah.
So we got the pretty little book. I'll be really nice to it. Oh, we got Dobbs right there putting on the glue. We got lots of little articles in here, which is always cool. Talking about other films at the time. Oh, this is great. This is great, you guys.
I mean, they did a good job with it. It comes with the 4K, the Blu-ray, and then a soundtrack, or a CD, basically. A compact disc.
Compact disc. I was going to say, I don't think I have a way to play that. But,
What's that?
yeah.
A what? Physical media.
It comes with a ninja star that you can throw at your enemies.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Anyway, go get you a 4K scan.
So this is really exciting. You
Yes.
guys ready? We went to Potter's Bluff.
We did.
Cat's out of the bag, went to Potter's Bluff.
We did it, and we found a road out, apparently. 'Cause we're
Yeah, that is actually not true that you can't leave. So this is not terribly far away from us. Easily a little day trip.
Day trip.
And we went up, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This is Mendocino, California. And we got to do a little touristy moment and film a vlog for you guys. And we had so much fun, and it was cold and glorious and quite aquatic.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm moving there. I decided. I'm retiring there.
Today?
Maybe in a year or two.
I bet it's a little cooler there today.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'll go today.
It's only 95.
A year
there.
or two? Oh my God, you're not retiring in a year or two.
No, you're right.
You're going to work for like at least 20 more years.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me.
Yeah, well, I have to work for
Pipe dreams.
double that.
He can,
so
he can e-commute.
It's worth it. So please check, as I choke on water, check out the video blog of us in Potter's Blog.
video blog.
The video blog.
The vlog blog.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah.
Roll it.
For you, Arrest.
We did a vlog.
This is the road to Potter's Bluff. Maybe you've been there. Clean, picturesque, full of old-fashioned friendliness. The kind of town everyone likes to visit. This is the road to Potter's Bluff. There is no road out.
Welcome to Potter's Bluff.
From the creators of Alien, terror brought down to Earth, dead and buried.
Is there any way whatsoever to reanimate people after they have died? To get them to walk around?
That guy, the one you came to see me about last week, the one that died after the car wreck.
Yeah.
I just saw him. Man, he's dead. The same guy.
Welcome to Potter's Bluff.
When you die, you expect to remain dead and buried. When you die in Potter's Bluff, expect the unexpected. From the creators of Alien, dead and buried. It will take your breath away. All of it. Dead and buried.
Welcome to beautiful Potter's Bluff.
We're here, on site, on location, in Mendocino, California, up dead and buried.
Ta-da!
Hashtag Cold Show. Guess where we are? Kurt, go ahead, do an impression, Neil. Do your impression that you did before. See if you guys can guess.
Guess this. Hi, I'm Sheriff Dan.
Do you get it? You get it's the sheriff's office.
It's the sheriff's office.
Now it's a real estate place. It's really cool.
But if you look, he walks and the camera follows. You see this building on the side here hasn't changed at all.
No. Same meters. Everything's the same.
And if you keep filming, then you see the whole road.
John.
We're jaunting.
We're jaunting like Sheriff Dan. He didn't have to look at the mapper. Don't you think so? Come to there. Hey, let's check out the mortuary. Dobbs' mortuary. It's right here. Check this out. This is awesome. You're gonna love this. Come. This way. Night deposit. Put the bodies in there. If you have a body at night, you just slip it right in there.
Hotel. This is the hotel.
Remember that Freddy stayed at? Only it wasn't really Freddy, but he was the before Freddy. He stayed here.
Before I got off.
And remember there was the hotel manager guy who was like really in a tizzy about some things.
Hotel.
Hotel. Hi. We are told this is the cemetery where a couple of scenes are filmed. One of them is of Sheriff Dan, not Lieutenant Dan, but Sheriff Dan.
Not Lieutenant.
And Dobbs when they're having their little chit chat.
Right.
And then there's also later in the scene when Dan comes back to have the grave exhumed of allegedly Freddy.
Allegedly Freddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they find just his heart.
A
But it was
beating
kind of it was
heart.
in a nice little bow of.
It was in like a little cloth bundle. Yeah.
So this is theoretically the cemetery
Where
where
it
they
was-
filmed it.
Yeah, we're having a hard time pinpointing, and things may have changed, and the headstones may look different, but we think this is it. And if not, still this really gorgeous coastal cemetery with some really cool old headstones.
Yes.
We're soaking in the atmosphere.
Yes.
Very nice. So take a look around. See if you want to stay a while. Confirmed location.
Yes.
Confirmed.
After much scurrying.
See the windows? That's Zach shot in the film.
And there's a hearse parked in front and some gravestones that were added clearly.
Yes.
Or not. Maybe they relocated the headstones and left the bodies. I mean, who knows?
This
So-
isn't Poltergeist.
Oh, wrong
yeah,
movie.
wrong movie.
Wrong movie.
Wrong movie.
Anyway, confirmed site.
It's beautiful.
Look, Mendocino has its own hill house. Maybe Vincent Price is there.
The boy. He's a little gentleman.
I want you to spread my ashes here with the love of my life, Jessica Fletcher. This is a dream come true. This is where I'm going to die and retire. I love it.
So look at the bridge. You guys remember the bridge in the movie? when Sheriff Dan finds the body, right?
Yep, the sailor.
The salty sailor.
Drunk.
The drunkard.
Oh, singing those sea shanties.
I've been around boats all my life. Don't tell me about boats. I know about boats. Flail.
Get on your hook.
Ooh, it's getting chilly out here. It's a good thing I have my embroidered Colt Show hoodie to wear.
Real struggling.
Hang on, the car.
Here we are, Emil.
Careful.
Very good.
Jerry Cobbler. Okay.
Do it again. Again.
From the top?
Yep. We're gonna do another take.
Again. Start over.
Oh, knee
We made it.
slapping, good
What
time.
a good time that was.
That was so much fun.
Some good surprises there.
Yeah.
That was
oh
a
my
good
god.
day.
I met some great animals that day. We had the bees from the B-roll. We had that fabulous raven. I was like, it can't all make it into the vlog. I was very close to the raven, and I like to think I was very close to befriending and touching the raven. And then, of course, there was my kitty cat friend,
Oh, yeah. The kid-
which we named him Dobbs, didn't we?
I don't recall, did we?
Yes.
Yes, we named him Dobbs.
Okay. It
I
is.
know we did.
I don't
It is
remember.
now.
I don't remember yesterday, but yeah.
Okay. I remember.
I think that was you because the rest of us eventually moved on.
And I was stayed with that cat for like 4
I know.
hours.
After like an hour, we're like, okay, we gotta
We
keep
were like,
moving.
Scott was like, his apron was rising, if you know what I mean.
to get to that house. And I was like, let's spend more time with the cat. And I was
I
disappointed
know.
because we're cat people. And off you went. I remember watching you all, like, seeing the backs of you retreating. And I was like, I'm staying with Dobbs.
We were on a mission to find Jessica Lansbury's house.
Jessica Lansbury's. Just she's trademarked. We can't say her real name. Jessica Teapot Lansbury, she wrote.
Mrs. Potts.
Yeah.
We had to find her at the house.
Yep, we did.
So-
And find it, we did.
We did.
And I bet people are like, whoever lives there is like used to people coming and
Oh, yeah.
getting
I
into
hope
their
so.
house. I don't know if they're used to people
Because if not,
crying
I
like
feel
Scott did,
really,
but
really, really bad.
I know. I mean, Scott pulled a whole crash of the windows, welcome to Potter's Bluff moment in there. So, trying to get inside.
bring me Jessica
And
Fletcher!
they were inside like, wrong fucking movie!
You Dobie. Anyway, that was a fun day. It was great.
was a fun day.
And we had some pretty good food.
Yeah.
Right?
We had the worst clam chowder ever. Yeah. I love that sign. What a brilliant sign.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we had a really good blackened fish salad.
Go to Mendocino
Yeah,
and
it was
have a
great.
good time. Oh, we didn't even get to like look for
I had
reels
fish and
and
chips,
that
which was
stuff.
delicious.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh,
there's
so good.
and I didn't see any reanimated corpses.
No, I mean, we spent a lot of time in that cemetery, which, by the way, that was the
That was
exact
correct.
cemetery.
That was the right
Yeah,
cemetery.
we are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You know what they didn't have?
what?
Public restrooms.
You can't. Oh my God! It's like Urinetown is that place, and it's also probably we went during Pandy, so that's a thing.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah,
like,
still like where are they?
Yeah.
Well, here's the hint. We found some outhouses at the visitor center.
Those were not outhouses. That'd be really funny if we're like, oh no, you weren't supposed to do that.
Oh, I wasn't?
You weren't supposed to do
Oh.
that.
One does not just go on a stump.
The past is the past.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
We got away scot-free.
We're okay.
We're done.
So we had set our episodes out of order last time.
Yeah. We
sorry
didn't realize
about
it was hard to get Naked Lunch because it's not streaming.
Okay, Caleb picked a movie that's nowhere.
I know. Next time, I will try to do my research to make sure it's like at least kind of available.
Like even if it's $17.99. No, just kidding. So, but if you've seen it or you want to see it, you should watch this episode so we can discuss.
Yeah.
Let you know if it's worth your investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we have it coming on Blu-ray.
It's like coming from like Belgium or something, isn't
Probably.
it? Yeah.
Somewhere
They have to make it because they didn't actually have one. So they're like, oh, we have to like
That's true.
formulate. Yeah.
They have to do a quick 4K
They have to do a little
scan.
press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, what? Someone wants to watch Naked Lunch?
Oh shit! There's like panic. They're
For like
flipping
a 2.5K
over.
scan or something.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so
yes,
Naked Lunch coming
Naked
up
Lunch
in
will
2
be our
weeks.
Next episode.
For sure this time.
For real.
Other than that, are we good?
Let's go back to Potter's Bluff.
I'm there. Let's do it.
Good. Scott, roll the thing.
I'm going to find me some Dobbs.
He's got to be there somewhere because he's not dead.
He's not. He's rolling.
I bet he's still walking around.
Yeah. He's out there somewhere.
He's probably had on like a disguise and we just didn't know.
Maybe. I bet he's like up in the cupola.
The cupola. The
Yeah.
cupola is something else.
Cupola.
You can't be up in the cupola.
He could be. It's uncomfortable. But
Well, I mean, you got to get permission before you go up in there.
thanks to everyone.
Oh,
Thanks
bye. I
to
forgot you all there.
the Potters and the greasers and the leakers. So thanks to you all.
I don't need the
Goodbye.
Bye. One
more
Time.